Hey, that's Bethel.
Morning. Wilma's got the floor.
Hi, you guys. Okay, I really want to apologize that Governor Haley had an emergency commerce committee meeting this morning and is not able to attend our Dawnbusters. But I'll tell you right now, I am so glad all the rest of you came. You know, even without her here. We really apologize if you had to get up early, but
Wilma, that just says volumes about how much we care about seeing you, that we're all here.
That's right. Hey, it's a great day in South Carolina.
Okay.
Wilma came last week, and she wasn't here.
Wilma was in Edstone last week.
Oh, the wedding was.
And I wasn't here, so it just means I came to see you.
Yeah, I meant sometimes I need a vacation. So we're gonna have Katrina tell a little about her trip, and
She didn't know that till just a second. So
hey, at least I'm trying.
Good morning.
Todd, Atwater.
You wrote a book on Facebook.
Yeah. So, hey, Todd, if you would tell us just a fraction of what's going on, that things are going to be happening real soon, I know. Fair tax. Just, you know, would you, if you don't mind, just give us a little, you know, synopsis of what's going on with the...
Sure. I appreciate it. The speaker has put together a tax study committee, and we are meeting. They will be meeting this afternoon. I won't be able to make that. I have to be at Grand Strand Memorial this afternoon. But there are two schools of thoughts that seem to be developing among the committee. One is, you know, one grand fell swoop, kind of what I call a big bill, one that will really address things, and the other is take it in bits and pieces and address it along the way. I'm on, and I'm a MAC tool, and I have talked, and we believe that one bill should be the way to go. If you're going to reform the system, don't just piecemeal it, because that'll just die with everything else. But sadly, even among our own compatriots, we have a lot of people that, you know, want to take it piece at a time. And I think that's playing politics instead of really getting something done. But they'll be meeting in private session for the next 4 weeks. The caucus will meet in November and throw out the ideas. I think what you'll see is during that meeting, some people arguing very strongly. I like what the track commission came up with. It's not perfect, but you know, 80% of a good thing is a lot better than 0% of a bad thing. And you know, you'll hear it 1,000 times during the campaign. It's, you know, broad and flat is the idea. How you get there is anybody's guess and game. But I think the fair tax has some momentum behind it. Whether the Ways and Means Committee will actually take it up and go forward with it, will be a different story. But that's really what the committee system is all about. I know that the sponsors of the bill will, you know, enact the rules to make sure there are hearings around that. So at least on the tax front, that's going on. Early November, the Republican caucus will meet and sort of set its agenda, so to speak, and work towards all those issues, all those other things. So I'm happy to answer any questions, but that's really what's going on tax-wise for me.
All right, this is just food for thought, so when you go, since you won't be there this time, but you could tell Max Jewel to tell them. Did you see all this women here? You tell them. They're always saying, well, it's not going to pass, it's not going. They said women wouldn't have the right to vote, but we have voters. It's bad.
I'll be happy to.
That's right. That it can happen.
Well, it can, and it needs to happen. That's just it. We've got a very disjointed system. I mean, Amazon highlighted what went on. We have people overreacting to a special tax. Well, we shouldn't be giving all these special exemptions. We should flatten it out so that they're not there to begin with.
Fair enough.
But I think that I think the big issues of the day are how do you fund it so that you're naturally recruiting people in, so that you don't have to go and give someone something special. You know, that one was a very different kind of entity because of the federal involvement in that tax. And there are some taxes we can't get rid of thanks to the federal government. That's an issue for Joe Wilson and others. But you know, we can do what we can do. You know, I know I read in the paper the other day that the governor wants a 2% income tax. That's fine. You know, I would support that. But where is this tax going to begin? Is it going to begin at 10,000? Is it, you know? Because right now, once you break the threshold, you jump to 7. And where's that going to come from? And then all of a sudden, you're going to get into the battles and the fights of, don't hurt grandma, don't hurt the baby. And that those special exemptions all protect somebody. And believe me, there are they're all victims of some sort or another. So there's going to be some hard decisions, and there's going to be a lot of politicians that simply don't want to take that vote. That's why Track Commission, I was asked the other day in a meeting, what's going to happen to track? I said, it's collecting dust today, it's just going to continue to collect dust. They didn't have it on an up and down vote, and that's what the problem was. So, if we're going to play that game, we're not going to get it. Other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.